Welcome to Fun Facts Daily, your source for just the good stuff. Monday through Friday, we're bringing fun facts and news you can use, all carefully curated to uplift and inform. So give yourself a break, relax, and learn something awesome in just a few minutes every day. Hi everyone, I'm Kyle Wood, and today we're going to be learning all about klipspringers, a species of small, sure-footed antelopes that live in the rugged, mountainous regions of Africa. But before we get into the facts, let's warm up our brains with a little challenge to see if you can tell fact from fiction. Consider this. Klipspringers are legendary for navigating sheer cliff faces and jagged rocks with incredible balance. Some wildlife observers have speculated these miniature antelopes have specialized suction cup pads on the bottom of their feet to allow them to stick to smooth vertical granite. It seems almost impossible for normal hooves to hold them in place on the rocky faces where they seem to stand comfortably, but could they really have natural suction cups built into their bodies? What do you think? Is this an actual fact or just too good to be true? We'll find out at the end of the episode. Now for your word of the day. Our word for today is unguligrade. That's UNGULIGRADE. An unguligrade organism is an animal that walks on the tips of its toes or digits, which are encased in a thick keratinous hoof. In classical zoology, mammals display three distinct foot postures: plantigrade, digitigrade, and unguligrade. Humans are plantigrade because our heels and soles touch the ground. Dogs and cats are digitigrade because they walk on their toes. Unguligrade species, including horses, deer, and antelopes, have evolved to carry their entire weight on the terminal phalanges of their digits, which is the scientific way of saying they walk on their hooves. The word unguligrade comes from the Latin word ungula, meaning hoof or claw, combined with the verb gradi, meaning to step or walk. Taxonomists adopted the term during the 19th century to categorize hooved mammals based on their anatomy and movement. In klipspringers, this evolutionary design reaches an extreme form as they walk exclusively on the tiny tips of their truncated hooves rather than resting on flat surfaces. Time for your daily high five, our top 5 fun facts about klipspringers. Number 1. The name klipspringer means rock jumper. Dutch settlers in southern Africa coined the term in the 17th century after watching the small animals leap across steep mountain canyons. The word combines klip, the Dutch term for cliff or rock, with springer, which means jumper. Early naturalists noted how these antelopes appeared to bounce effortlessly across vertical terrain where no human or larger predator could walk, or at least not safely. Their scientific name, Oreotragus, carries a similar meaning derived from ancient Greek. The prefix oreo comes from oros, meaning mountain, while tragus stems from tragos, meaning goat. Both the common name and the scientific classification emphasize the klipspringer's graceful, seemingly effortless movement in its rocky, high-elevation habitats across sub-Saharan Africa. Number 2. Klipspringer fur consists of hollow, shock-absorbing hairs that act kind of like a fuzzy suit of armor. Most other antelopes have smooth, solid fur, but a klipspringer's coat is made up of thick, brittle, hollow hair shafts. These hairs trap air inside their core, giving them some good insulation, a sort of thermal barrier against severe mountain winds and extreme temperature swings. The dense, springy texture feels like a thick foam when squished, and this is important. The unique coat provides crucial protection during sudden slips or tumbles on sharp granite cliffs. If a klipspringer hits a rock face, their thick layer of hollow hairs cushions the impact to prevent broken bones or other internal injuries. Also, the loose hairs pull out easily if a predator tries to grab them, and that allows the klipspringer to slip away safely. Number 3. Klipspringers form lifelong monogamous pairs that rarely stray more than a few yards apart. While many antelope species gather in large herds for protection, klipspringers live in permanent two-member family units. Male and female partners form strong bonds that endure throughout their entire adult lives. They jointly defend their home territories, ranging from about 20 to sometimes over 100 acres. Wildlife researchers have found that mated pairs spend over 90% of their time within just 16 feet of each other. This close proximity is critical for survival in their hazardous environment. While one partner grazes on low-lying shrubs, fruits, or flowers, the other stands guard on a high rock ledge to scan for eagles, leopards, baboons, or other potential predators. If the one on lookout duty detects danger, it emits a loud, piercing whistle to warn its mate, and the pair flees together across the cliff face in synchronized jumps. Number 4. A fully grown klipspringer can leap more than 10 feet into the air from a standstill. Klipspringers stand about 20 inches tall at their shoulders, and they weigh less than 40 pounds. Still, they have one of the highest jump-to-body size ratios of any hooved mammal. Their hind legs have powerful muscles and specialized tendons that act like high-tension springs. This allows them to launch straight up onto narrow ledges 15 times their height without a running start. Their explosive leaping ability gives klipspringers a quick escape route from land-based predators. Big cats and jackals can't match the rapid upward acceleration to follow a klipspringer up a sheer cliff wall. They can clear wide gaps and ascend vertical faces in seconds by making enormous jumps between tiny footholds. And our fifth and final fun fact for today, klipspringers mark their territory with sticky black secretions produced by glands under their eyes. We usually hear of animals marking their territory using some sort of excrement, some pee or poop, but klipspringers go another route. They have prominent dark slits right in front of the inner corners of their eyes. These slits are known as pre-orbital glands. They're specialized scent glands that produce a thick, black, tar-like substance full of pheromones. Both males and females use these secretions to mark boundary points throughout their home range. To leave a mark, the klipspringer just presses the gland against twigs, stiff grasses, or rocky outcrops, leaving behind a hard black bead of resin. These scent posts communicate territorial boundaries, individual identity, and reproductive status to neighboring pairs. The sticky resin resists wind and rain, so the scent marks stay effective for a long time, even in the harsh mountain climate. Now for some news you can use. If you enjoy hiking on rocky or uneven mountain trails, you can improve your footing by adopting a technique inspired by the klipspringer. Shorten your stride and try to land on the balls of your feet rather than driving down on your heels. When you're hiking on steep terrain, place your weight directly over your forefoot on stable rock surfaces, keeping your center of gravity balanced on each step. Landing on the forefoot engages the calf muscles, the Achilles tendons, and arch structures to act as natural shock absorbers. Striking with the heel, on the other hand, transfers the force of impact directly into your ankles, knees, and lower back. This increases joint fatigue and, along with it, your risk of slipping. By shortening your steps and keeping your weight forward on your toes, you maximize friction, improve balance, and reduce muscle strain during difficult ascents. Finally, the moment you've been waiting for. At the beginning of the episode, I asked, do klipspringers have some sort of specialized suction cup pads on their feet to stick to vertical cliffs? It sounds pretty cool, but this one's a fallacy. Klipspringers do not have any sort of suction cups on their feet, but they are uniquely adapted for maximum traction. Their incredible grip comes from a unique hoof shape made of a flexible, rubbery material that works more like the soles on high-performance climbing shoes. While most antelopes walk on flat hoof surfaces, the klipspringer stands on the tiny, cylindrical tips of its hoofs. The outer rim of each hoof is made of tough keratin, while the center contains a soft, rubbery substance that molds to the microscopic grooves of granite and sandstone. As the klipspringer places weight on its feet, this flexible interior squeezes into small cracks to create traction through friction. This allows klipspringers to land securely on rock ledges no wider than a coin. Now, I hope you enjoyed learning a bit about klipspringers with me today, and be sure to tune in every weekday for even more fun facts. Fun Facts Daily is an Airwave Media podcast. It was written, recorded, mixed, and edited by me, Kyle Wood. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app so you can keep the good stuff coming your way every day. And if you like the show, please do me a favor and leave a kind rating, review, or just tell your friends about it.